Imagine standing at a crossroads where every choice you make could change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. What if the smallest act of giving, done with a full heart, could move mountains? Today, we're diving into a story that redefines generosity, not as a duty or a transaction, but as a powerful expression of love, faith, and trust in something greater than ourselves. Get ready to discover how giving from the heart can transform your perspective and inspire a life of true abundance. Have you ever felt that giving is like paying a bill? You put money in the offering plate, expecting a receipt from the heavens, a promotion, a new car, or some divine reward. But what if giving isn't about what you get back? True generosity isn't a transaction, it's a reflection of who you are. Long ago, a farmer named Jacob stood in his fields, gazing at his harvest. He'd worked hard, but he knew every seed, every drop of rain came from a source beyond himself. When he gave a portion of his crops to his community, he didn't do it to secure a bigger harvest next year. He gave because he was grateful, because he trusted the one who provided it all. This is the heart of giving. Not a deal with God, but an act of gratitude that says, everything I have is yours. When we give with this mindset, we break free from the myth that generosity is about earning favor. It's about recognizing the blessings we've already received. Picture a bustling temple, coins clinking into a treasury. A wealthy merchant drops a heavy bag of gold, drawing admiring glances. Then a widow approaches, her hands trembling as she places 2 small coins, worth almost nothing, into the box. Yet her gift echoes louder than all the others. Why? Because she gave everything she had. Her gift wasn't about the amount, it was about her heart. She trusted that a small act of faith would be enough. Giving isn't measured by numbers, but by the courage and love behind it. When we let go of the need to impress or calculate, we discover a freedom that transforms us. It's not about how much you give, but how much of your heart you're willing to share. A heart that gives freely reflects a life anchored in trust, knowing that every blessing flows from a source far greater than ourselves. In ancient times, people followed strict rules: give 1/10 of your crops, your livestock, your income. It was a law, a way to honor the one who provided. But rules alone can't capture the spirit of generosity. Imagine a young carpenter, Sarah, who shared her tools and time with her struggling neighbors. She didn't measure her giving by a percentage. She gave because she saw their need and felt a call to help. True giving moves beyond rigid formulas. It's not about meeting a quota, but about responding to the needs around you. When we give out of love, not obligation, our actions become a living prayer. We begin to see that every moment of generosity, whether it's time, kindness, or resources, is a chance to reflect the boundless love we've received. This is the kind of giving that changes lives and builds a legacy of faith. What if giving could feel like freedom instead of a burden? Consider a fisherman named Eli, who shared his daily catch with a starving village. He didn't give because he had extra. He gave from his own need, trusting he'd be provided for. His joy wasn't in what he might gain, but in the act of giving itself. When we surrender the idea that giving is a means to an end, we unlock a deeper joy. It's the joy of trusting that our needs are already seen, that our small acts of generosity ripple outward in ways we may never see. This kind of giving doesn't come from guilt or fear. It comes from a heart overflowing with gratitude. When we give because we've been loved first, every gift becomes an act of worship, a way to say, I trust you, and I'm thankful for all you've done. Generosity isn't just about giving things away, it's about giving yourself. Long ago, a teacher named Miriam gave up her comfortable life to serve a community in need. She didn't have much, but she shared her knowledge, her time, and her love. Her generosity sparked a movement. People began helping each other, inspired by her selfless heart. True giving transforms not just the receiver, but the giver too. When we give with a surrendered heart, we step into a life of purpose. We become part of something bigger, a story of love and faith that stretches beyond ourselves. So, let your giving be a reflection of your heart's gratitude. Let it be an act of trust that says, I believe in a love that never runs dry. If you love this video, like it and visit our channel for more inspiring stories. Imagine a single mother, Lila, working tirelessly to feed her children. One day, she finds a small sum of money, barely enough for a meal. Instead of keeping it, she gives it to a neighbor who has nothing. Why? Because she trusts that her own needs will be met. Giving like this isn't about having extra. It's about believing in a provision greater than what you see. When we give with trust, we let go of fear and embrace faith. It's not about the size of the gift, but the size of the belief behind it. Leela's small act of generosity didn't just feed her neighbor, it inspired others to share too. Trust transforms giving into something sacred, an offering that says, I believe in a love that never fails. When we give from this place, we find peace, knowing our hearts are aligned with a purpose beyond ourselves. In a small village, a baker named Thomas shared his bread with travelers, never asking for payment. He didn't give to gain favor or recognition. He gave because he believed kindness could change hearts. True generosity expects nothing in return. It's not a bargain where you give to get. When we release the need for rewards, our giving becomes pure. It becomes an act of love, not a strategy. Thomas's bread fed more than hungry stomachs. It built trust and community. Each loaf was a reminder that giving is about connection, not calculation. When we give without strings attached, we reflect a love that's limitless. Our gifts, no matter how small, become seeds of hope, planted in faith that they'll grow in ways we can't predict. Let your giving be a light that shines without expecting applause. A farmer, Anna, stood in her barren field after a drought. She had little, but she shared her last basket of grain with a struggling family. Her gift came from gratitude for what she still had, a heart full of hope. Generosity rooted in gratitude is unstoppable. It sees beyond scarcity and focuses on what's been given. Anna's act didn't just help one family. It sparked a chain of kindness across her village. When we give from a grateful heart, we acknowledge that everything we have is a gift. This mindset shifts how we see our lives, turning lack into abundance. It's not about how much you have, but how much you appreciate what's yours. A grateful heart gives boldly, trusting that every small act of generosity carries the power to transform lives and communities. In a quiet town, a seamstress named Rachel stitched clothes for orphans, pouring her heart into every thread. She didn't give for praise. She gave as an offering to something greater. Generosity is more than an action, it's worship. When we give from the heart, we honor the source of all we have. Rachel's clothes warmed more than bodies. They wrapped children in love and dignity. True giving reflects a life surrendered to a higher purpose. It's not about meeting expectations, but about expressing devotion through our actions. When we give as worship, every gift becomes sacred, a way to say, I see your love, and I want to reflect it. This kind of giving doesn't count costs. It counts blessings, turning every act of generosity into a prayer that resonates far beyond the moment. A young boy, Samuel, shared his only apple with a hungry stranger. That simple act inspired the stranger to help others, creating a ripple of kindness that spread across the town. Generosity doesn't end with the gift. It starts a chain reaction. When we give from the heart, our actions touch lives we may never meet. Samuel's apple didn't just feed one person, it planted seeds of compassion that grew far beyond his small act. Every gift, no matter how small, carries the power to change the world. It's not about grand gestures, but about the love behind them. When we give selflessly, we become part of a larger story, one where faith, love, and kindness flow freely, transforming hearts and communities in ways we can only imagine. In a bustling market, a merchant named Aisha faced a tough choice. Her business was struggling, yet she gave her last coins to a beggar. Despite her doubts, she believed her small act mattered. Generosity in uncertain times is a bold act of faith. It's easy to give when life feels secure, but giving when you're unsure, that's where true courage shines. Aisha's gift didn't just help the beggar, it reminded her that hope triumphs over fear. When we give despite our doubts, we declare that we trust in a greater plan. Our gifts become bridges, connecting us to others and to a purpose beyond our struggles. Let your giving be a stand against doubt, a testament to a heart that believes in love's power, even when the path ahead is unclear. Imagine a carpenter, David, who crafted a chair for a family in need, knowing he'd earn nothing in return. He didn't cling to his time or resources. He let them go with joy. True generosity is about releasing what we hold tightly. When we stop clutching our possessions, we find freedom. David's chair didn't just provide comfort. It built trust and showed a family they were seen. Giving isn't about losing something. It's about gaining a deeper connection to others. When we let go, we make room for love, hope, and faith to grow. Our gifts become symbols of a life unbound by fear of lack. Embrace the freedom of giving without holding back, and watch how it transforms not just others, but your own heart too. In a small village, a teacher named Fatima shared her books with children who had none. She gave not because she had plenty, but because her heart was moved by love. Generosity flows from a heart aligned with compassion. It's not about how much you give, but the love behind it. Fatima's books opened minds and sparked dreams, showing that giving is an act of care. When we give from love, we reflect a greater kindness, one that sees others' needs as our own. This kind of giving builds bridges, heals wounds, and creates hope. Let your heart lead your generosity, and every gift will carry the warmth of love, touching lives in ways that echo far beyond the moment. A young girl, Noor, gave her only blanket to a shivering stranger. Her small act seemed insignificant, but it warmed a heart and inspired others to give. Never underestimate the power of small gestures. Generosity doesn't need to be grand to be meaningful. Noor's blanket didn't just cover a stranger, it wrapped a community in kindness. Every act of giving, no matter how small, carries the strength to change lives. It's a reminder that we don't need abundance to make a difference, just a willing heart. When we give what we can, we plant seeds of hope that grow into something beautiful. Let your small acts of generosity shine, knowing they carry the power to light up the world around you. In a coastal town, a fisherman named Omar shared his catch with those who couldn't fish for themselves. For him, giving wasn't a one-time act, it was how he lived. Generosity is more than moments, it's a lifestyle. When we make giving part of who we are, it shapes our hearts and our world. Omar's fish fed families, but his example fed souls, inspiring others to live generously. True giving isn't about what you have, it's about who you are. It's choosing to see every day as a chance to share love, kindness, and hope. Make generosity your way of life, and watch how it transforms not just those around you, but the very way you see the world. In a quiet village, a weaver named Zara gave her finest cloth to a family who lost everything in a fire. She didn't wait for others to act, she gave first, trusting her kindness would inspire others. Generosity often requires courage, the courage to take the first step. When we give without waiting for permission or assurance, we spark change. Zara's cloth didn't just warm a family, it ignited a wave of support from her neighbors. True giving dares to lead, showing others what's possible. It's not about having all the answers, but about trusting that your gift matters. Step out in courage, give from your heart, and watch how your act of faith can light a path for others to follow, creating a legacy of kindness. A painter, Elias, spent hours creating a mural for his struggling town, not for pay, but to lift their spirits. His gift went beyond paint. It gave hope. Generosity isn't just about what you give, it's about the impact it carries. When we give with intention, we touch hearts, not just needs. Elias's mural didn't feed anyone, but it reminded his town they were not forgotten. True giving sees beyond the surface, offering love and dignity. It's about giving what someone truly needs, whether it's time, encouragement, or a reminder of their worth. When we give from this deeper place, our gifts become more than objects. They become moments of connection that heal and inspire, reflecting a love that sees the heart. In a mountain village, a healer named Sophia shared her herbs with the sick, even when her own supplies were low. She believed that sharing burdens creates strength. Generosity is about carrying each other's loads, not just giving what's easy. Sophia's herbs healed bodies, but her willingness to give despite her own needs built a stronger community. When we give to lighten someone's burden, we weave bonds of trust and care. It's not about how much you have left, but how much you're willing to share. True generosity turns strangers into neighbors, creating a world where no one feels alone. Let your giving be a bridge, lifting others up and reminding them that their struggles are seen and shared. A musician, Leela, played her flute for a weary crowd, asking nothing in return. Her melodies brought smiles to faces worn by hardship. Generosity that asks for nothing is a gift of pure joy. When we give without expecting reward, we tap into a wellspring of happiness. Leela's music didn't fill wallets, but it filled hearts, reminding people of life's beauty. True giving is its own reward, flowing from a heart that finds delight in others' joy. It's not about sacrifice, but about the freedom of sharing what you love. Let your generosity be a song, played not for applause, but for the sheer joy of lifting others up, spreading light in a world that needs it. In a bustling city, a shopkeeper named Amir gave food to a homeless man daily, not out of duty, but from a heart touched by grace. Generosity mirrors the grace we've received, undeserved, abundant, and free. Amir's meals didn't just feed a man, they restored his hope, showing him he was valued. When we give from a place of grace, we reflect a love that doesn't keep score. It's not about what we owe, but about what we've been given. Every gift becomes a testament to a greater love that never runs dry. Let your giving shine as a reflection of grace, showing the world that kindness flows from a heart transformed by something far bigger than itself. In a desert town, an elder named Hassan shared his wisdom with the young, teaching them to care for each other. His words weren't wealth, but they built a legacy of kindness. Generosity creates a ripple that outlives us. When we give from the heart, we plant seeds for a better future. Hassan's lessons didn't just guide one generation, they shaped a community that thrived on care. True giving isn't about the moment, it's about the lasting impact. It's not about what you have, but what you leave behind. Every act of generosity writes a story that echoes through time. Let your giving be a legacy, a gift that inspires others to live with open hearts, building a world where love and kindness endure. A widow, Mariam, faced loss, but still shared her meager harvest with her neighbors. Her pain didn't stop her, it fueled her compassion. Generosity shines brightest in hardship. When we give through our struggles, we show that love is stronger than sorrow. Mariam's harvest fed more than bodies. It nourished hope, proving that even in loss, we can give life. True giving doesn't wait for perfect times. It flows from a heart that chooses love over fear. It's not about having enough, but about giving enough of yourself. Let your struggles become a canvas for generosity, showing the world that even in your darkest moments, you can be a light for others. In a bustling port, a sailor named Yusuf gave his only coat to a freezing child. He had little, but he gave it all, trusting he'd find warmth another way. True generosity holds nothing back. It's not about giving what's left over, but offering your all with faith. Yusuf's coat warmed a child and sparked a fire of kindness in others who saw his act. When we give everything, we reflect a love that knows no limits. It's not the size of the gift, but the depth of the surrender that matters. Let your giving be fearless, a bold act of trust that says, I give my all because I believe in a love that never runs out. A gardener, Amina, shared her flowers with a grieving village, bringing color to their sorrow. Her gift wasn't just petals, it was faith in action. Generosity mirrors the faith we hold in our hearts. When we give, we show we believe in a love that provides endlessly. Amina's flowers didn't erase pain, but they reminded her village of life's beauty. True giving reflects a heart that trusts beyond what's seen. It's not about giving to gain, but about showing faith through your actions. Every gift becomes a testament to hope, a way to say, I believe in something greater. Let your generosity mirror your faith, spreading light that lifts others up in their darkest times. In a small town, An artist named Zayn painted a mural for free, turning blank walls into a story of hope. His gift wasn't just art, it was a call to live generously. Generosity is the heartbeat of a life transformed by love. When we give from the heart, we don't just change moments, we change lives. Zayn's mural inspired his town to share, to care, to love without limits. True giving is an endless well, drawing from a source that never runs dry. It's about living a life where every act reflects gratitude, faith, and love. Embrace this path and let your heart's generosity shine, transforming the world one gift at a time. If you loved this video, like it and visit our channel for more inspiring stories.